And now, for another episode of Dating Etiquette with your host, Christopher Pope.
Hi, I'm Christopher Pope. This is Dating Etiquette. In our last episode, we saw Jim, who had a crush on Jane, successfully land a date. He applied the Barlow theory in picking a great date location and contained his excitement well by not peacocking. Now Jim enters into that anxious phase between asking a girl out and conducting the date, known formally as the pre-date. One of the most crucial elements of preparation during this is the to-do list. There are often several overlooked items people miss during this phase, and it's our desire at The Dating Etiquette for you to put these ingredients together wonderfully so that you can cook yourself up a tasty evening. An important technique during this phase, the to-do list. This can keep you organized and keep a system for future dates. Let's divide this into two sub-lists: week of date, day of date. Before the day of the date, we need to do an auto check and research check. The auto check is simple: fuel the car, clean the car, know the car. Don't borrow your mom's car without knowing where the windshield wipers are or how to unlock it. The most difficult part of all of this is keeping your car to this standard until the date. For research, here are a couple quick hitters. Choose an additional spot to take the girl after dinner and know your routes to all date locations. Grab ice cream or coffee. Pick an appropriate activity, or put yourself in a situation to get to know each other more. If you want to ruin the date, drive around aimlessly trying to find that back road to access the main road. Jim has laid groundwork with Jane and is very familiar with who she is as a person. But like a great fly fisherman researches his river, so should you research your date. The way that you conduct this research can be good or bad. Let me explain. Don't get caught knowing too much.
I like your dress. It reminds me of the dress you wore at your birthday party 3 years ago when you put that up on Facebook.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to seem like you know too little either.
I'm glad that you love dogs, because I totally love dogs too, and I have to say that Rocky's probably like the cutest puppy I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh, Rocky died last week. How could you not know?
Also, make sure your finances are in order before you go on the date. Here's a rule of thumb. Have twice as much money as you think you need for the date. The last thing you need is to have the dinner bill and not have the funds to pay it off. You'll be scrubbing dishes all night long. The big day has finally arrived, and Jim needs to make sure he has all his ducks in a row. This is why it is so important for you to have the day of date checklist. On this checklist, you need to learn 3 big words. It helps you put your best foot forward and make a good impression on your girl.
So, the other day I was driving, and there was this guy juxtaposed to me on the road. But I accelerated past him, right by the mile marker.
Lastly, for the day of date, is something near and dear to my heart. Back in yesteryears, I myself used this technique as a dire necessity for me to finalize my dating evening. It is a technique known as the plant man. A plant man is someone unknown to your date planted by you to interact with you in a flattering way. Watch Jim's plant man hard at work.
Dude, you're Jim Lowe. Dude, the other day at the gym when you benched 400 pounds, it's been such an inspiration to me and my boys.
Hey.
You know, we just drawn from your energy and we've been going hard and I look up to you, man.
Well, dude, I really appreciate that because, you know, it's like ordinary guys like you, when I look over and I see you guys struggling, that really inspires me to want to inspire you guys. And so, hey, I appreciate that.
He touched me.
Well done, Jim. And well done to you too, Ryan. You have successfully executed the Plant Man technique. If you're worried you might not be able to find a Plant Man, or that it will be too hard for your immature friends to do as well as Ryan did, don't worry. Here at the Dating Etiquette, we have a hotline for you to call for you to get your very own Plant Man. Call 1-800-PLANT-MAN or call 1-850-559-6276. Ask for Chris. That's all for this episode's of Dating Etiquette. Stay tuned next week when we see how Jim goes on his date. I'm Christopher Pope.
And that was Dating Etiquette with Christopher Pope. Tune in next week for another episode.